call, but no, you've got a nice husky voice.
Oh, cheers.
No, can you tell me maybe? Can you tell me a bit about your early days at school when you first got interested in football?
Early days, you're talking about primary. Yeah, I mean, guessing he's just kicking about. No one taught us how to.
You the kid jumpers in the park, jumpers for goalposts and all that stuff in the park.
Everything, just whatever imaginable, I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the kind of thing where, like I said, access or sort of thing. You remember the days of, for us it was VHS.
Yeah.
You know, so grasping anything documentary or what was what. That was that gold dust for a lot of us coming in the ranks. Like I said, from Brazil to 1966,
Yeah.
you know, football how it was.
I think it's all over it is now.
Yeah, but you see some of the way how England play, and the thing about it is, England can play football, and when you see some of the footage from Bobby Charlton, and even from, you can play football. But it wasn't highlighted because of what was highlighted was boot and rush and whatnot. But it wasn't the case. I think it was a game in the 1970s where England played Brazil and you was playing that chess, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But they never highlighted those sort of things in with how to build up and how you developing, and it was really surprising.
Who were the great Brazil players? But was it Juninho?
It was Juninho. You had Pele there. You had Jairzinho. You got Gerson. And all the guys there. Rivellino.
Who was that Did you hear about that Argentina player that had sex with a goat?
Who?
There's an Argentina player who had sex with a goat, I think.
I don't know about all those things. That's some weird stuff. Bro.
Yeah, no. But football's so global. It's just there's probably stories about everyone, isn't there?
But you can see how the way things. Well, when I was first from the 80s, remember you had people from wherever the world were going there with their packed lunch. Even the journalists go around the pitches.
Yeah.
Around the pitch, and they were chilling. Now they've got to be close. No one's eating packed lunch. No one's chilled.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like
it's separated. So it's like you can see the massive change. So I mean, look at the World Cup today. I mean, what? 48.
It's over in America now, right?
What? You got America, Canada, and Mexico.
And Mexico.
Right. So I mean, you look maybe the one who's really winning is going to be America, because obviously the World Cup is definitely going to be one of the states.
Will America ever have it? I don't think they like soccer. They call it soccer.
Yeah.
I don't think they never quite get there. I mean, because they have a World Series and they're the only country in it. They have the Super Bowl.
That's right.
I mean, are you into American sports?
I do like basketball, sometimes American football, but again, I don't think soccer is their forte.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Even Pele went down there, and even you had George Best down there.
George Best went to America, did he?
Yeah, briefly. Yeah.
Oh, right.
And to break it, it's difficult because it's not their sport. They don't identify that.
Well, do you remember that? So, what's that famous sentence? It's Pele good, Maradona better, George Best. Are you in that camp? Do you think George Best might be the greatest player ever?
I think he
he holds up. And that stuff holds up still.
I think he's up there. Yeah. And the reason why I say that because of his personality, even around the time.
Well, the fifth Beatle.
Huh?
The fifth Beatle.
The fifth Beatle could be, yeah. But in a case where, like I said, he'd drinking. Yes, he might have had the alcohol issue, but he's social.
Yeah.
He had the social.
He was like a rock star, basically.
That's it, and especially at those times there, I think he was on about £1,000 around in '60. That's big money.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? He was up there.
Yeah.
You know? Maradona, okay, you can talk about maybe his coke issue, but shit, was a genius. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, hand of God.
Right, all those things, whatever you put around it, he still had the people skills. He's talking with the people.
Goretzka was that Argentinian player, by the way, that had sex with a goat. Goretzka.
Right, but can you imagine? Right. Can you imagine Messi and all that talking to anyone?
Yeah,
They're not going to do that, are they?
Yeah.
They're up there,
well, weirdly, I think Messi looks a little bit like a Roman Polanski.
Right, whoever it is, how you doing?
This is Clinton. This is my friend James. He's a coder / communist revolutionary.
Right, okay. So the temperature's dropping.
But yeah, no, this fella, yeah. So I remembered him, when I was 10.
Footballer,
He came,
right?
yeah. So he came around asked for a cup of
Oh, I didn't realise you'd met before. Okay.
Yeah, no, and I located him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Just using this little noggin of mine, and then look at where we are now. We got something. So yeah, this is episode 3 of No Hot Ashes. James is just alright. It's actually a normal conversation for him,
Right.
as opposed to Ruben and us talking about God knows what.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Have you got any questions to ask someone who's played for Bristol Rovers?
Well, I don't know what's
very,
already been gone over.
He's very, very smart.
What is the highlight, that maybe the best moment that stands out to you?
Well, during the time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You were centre forward or a winger?
Yeah, I was a centre forward.
Oh, really? Number 9?
Yeah, considered, in
cool.
99, yeah. You know, it's on and off the field, or in the training, or you'd be more
No, I
specific?
think we're talking during the match.
Yeah, on the field, yeah.
On the field, I think...
Score any big ones?
It's very hard to...
Well, you had when we played Everton, that was a good moment because it was the kind of thing where it would seem that we wasn't tipped to knock them out at that point, and it was just a build up. Remember, because Gascoigne was playing for Everton at the time, and that was a good moment going to Goodison Park. I think that was a good moment for me.
Gascoigne?
Yeah, Gascoigne played.
You were on the same pitch as Gascoigne?
Yeah. You know, remember we played in the cup, mates, and we knocked them out of penalties at the.
Whoa, really? I did not know that. We need to know more about that. Right.
Wow,
So did Gascoigne stay to the end? Did he score his penalty?
He did.
Did he score his penalty?
No, he didn't take one. No,
He didn't take one.
No.
But he was still on the field.
No, the way no, he came on. Yeah, he came on. He came on maybe about half an hour to go.
Right. Because what was that famous Gascoigne goal for England when he just went like
I remember
boom, boom, you know that?
Oh, you're talking about the
Did he
Scotland?
kick it over someone and then...
Yeah,
that was
Scotland.
amazing.
Yeah, that was Scotland.
And then I remember Foden and Grealish just watching it over and over again, and they just went like, which one of us can do that?
Yeah.
And I think Grealish went and looked at Foden and he goes, you.
Yeah, Scott. You played against Gascoigne. You know what I mean? So he was, he's a character. You could see how he was back in his peak. Before.
Well, I remember when he tried to talk down Raoul Moat. Do you remember that Raoul Moat?
No.
That gunman, he just went insane. Raoul Moat. He just went on like a gun. Yeah, he went on this shooting spree around England, and I think Gascoigne tried to talk him down. Yeah, no, Gascoigne is weird. But no, an amazing footballer.
Yeah, he's a good person.
But what do you like at penalties?
I'm not too bad, but in that moment, no, I wouldn't take them.
Really? You chicken out a little bit.
Well,
It's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
that too, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like free kick. I won't mind. But,
Really?
But yeah, not a penalty for some reason.
Because who would say is it Pedenka is a famous penalty? That's when you just kind of boom, and it just dribbles in. Is it Pedenka or Pedenka or something like that?
Who was that then? When you said the famous penalty,
It's called Pedenka or Penenka, I think, and it's when you just kind of fake it. So you got the ball here, and you just kind of go boom, and it just dribbles in.
Those things. That's why I say I don't get involved.
Oh, right.
I just don't get involved because you do that on the day. I mean, you got to take the consequences if it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Big time. So.
I mean, it must be.
Yeah.
It's they call it. It's not a lottery, is it? It's not a lottery.
No, I wouldn't say it's a lottery, but at the same time, you got to know what you're doing. And if you do those little silly things,
I mean, the best one I've ever seen is Ivan Toney. I think he's the best penalty.
That was cheeky. Remember, he had Francesco Totti done that in the World Cup final. I think it was all against France. I think was it? Yeah, you got to have some balls to do certain things.
I think Ivan Toney is the best I've seen. But apparently Matt Letizia had unbeaten. I think he was a great penalty taker.
Yeah.
Kane is decent. Beckham was Beckham good at penalties? No, Beckham was free kicks.
Yeah, that's it. But they spend hours doing it,
Yeah.
So you got to know what you're doing.
I still remember that Ronaldinho free kick from the.
Yes.
That was mental.
Yeah.
Was Seaman too far off his line, or?
I even start to think, was that a fluke with Ronaldo? I'm not really sure because did he really do it or was it half cross?
I think he was aiming. I think he was smiling, and I think he was aiming for it. I think he just got it.
Yeah, it was a difficult one.
That was a great. Yeah, were you there when we watched that in St. Ratcliffe? They showed that game in the
I
actual.
can't remember that. Could have been. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just remember Josh Pitts slightly racially abusing someone. I think he actually said the P word, but anyway, I love Josh Pitts. By the way, we need to get back in touch with Josh Pitts somehow. Yeah.
I think he's in London now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've got a story about him and Omar Rahiman. He holds a bloody nose. But yeah.
How many years were you with the team then?
I was with them for a year and a half. So they actually, Bristol, like I said, they rebuilded me from my situation beforehand. So it got me fit and then, build up from there. So it was, like I said, it was a great place to be at the time. So, and just one of those moments, like I said, just with Everton, and probably the first moment was me get back into shape before I signed a contract. So it was a great experience because, like I said, they were very good with me. And like I said, even around the city was a nice place to be.
So how did they spot you?
Well, like it was because I had a reputation beforehand, and I was originally at Chelsea to play for England.
Were you in the
as well.
academy at Chelsea?
Yeah. Well, what you call as apprentice, what they call as academy now, we used to call them apprentice back in the day. So it's very limited. Now you got with academies, you got 5-tier teams. You might have 16 guys on the payroll, but back then it was only maybe 16 guys on the payroll. There was no other 5-tier team, 5-tier team what they have now. So it was a lot different then. But yeah, they were very understanding what the situation was back then. Like there was one of many teams that said, you know what, we take on this guy and move on from there. So that's what I'm saying. I know with Bristol Rovers, they were. I'll never have a bad reference around them. Do you know what I mean? So because they were very good and they were good with a lot of players with that following on. So massive respect.
Where does the name Clinton come from?
George
Clinton?
I have no idea. But parents meant name.
Too old to be. It can't be Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
It can be George Clinton. And then Ellis is your father's name, obviously. Does that family have a storied history back over in... So they're both Jamaican, your parents, did you say? Or one's
Barbados, yeah. Mom's Barbados.
Bayesian.
Yeah, Bayesian.
Right.
That's right.
Barbados, my parents went there for the honeymoon. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is. I went there first time September last year.
Yeah.
And exactly what it is. It is. You can't
I've never been anywhere tropical, but at some point in my life, I'd love to experience that.
Yeah, it is. It's actually what it is. It's expensive.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
But when you get there, it's expensive.
Yeah, in terms of the food and labour. But everything else, you like it. You want to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone likes it. So.
Yeah, sound. Right. James, what are you going up to today?
I just had one other question.
I'm
curious. So just like watching Bristol Rovers over the years, have you been following them
ever since?
Have they do you feel like the quality is evolving over time?
When I saw after, because I left and then got relegated and it come back up, and then what I noticed or what I heard, obviously a lot more. The chairman wasn't really ambitious because he wanted to. Because you know what it is with nowadays, if you go up a division, there's more wages, right? Bigger stadium.
Yeah.
They don't have the ambition, sometimes the chairman. So it's like, well, I was thinking, well, where's he going? Because it's a great team.
Yeah.
They're a great team. Why not? Why not move up? And that was, I think, was the altercation. Bringing some players. And then I actually knew a couple of guys that used to play for them. And I had to say to someone, well, why are you paying these guys? I'm really funny, but they're shit. Why are you bringing them in? Because I knew them from beforehand. You're not going to bring anything value to the team. So then I thought there was a sort of period where it was like, well, where you going? They're still lingering in the same place. We want to move on. So I think a lot of it was time to do with the board. They didn't want ambition to you guys to go up a little bit further, which I thought was a bit disappointing.
Right.
Yeah, you had Bristol City going up, but at the same time, I was like, no, we had the players there, because from the time I had there, Jason Roberts was there, he had Nathan Edden, Jamie Curitan, and even that time there was issues of the chairman didn't want Bristol Rovers to go up. I think he was in the playoff position, and he didn't want to go up.
Well, he was too scared about competing at the higher level.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
the championship is notoriously more competitive than the Premier League.
Yes, it does look that way, but no, it's actually the football.
It's rougher.
No, it's actually the football changes. So it wasn't exactly the players didn't have it. It's just a change of style of football that was played.
So it was the style of the championship is rough and ready.
No, not referee. It's more football. It's not more because.
Well, you reckon it's actually a high quality of football in some way?
The quality of the change. It's not necessarily. You can have a 60,000. That doesn't make a difference.
Right,
It's a standard.
Yeah.
But again, with the ambition moving up, it's paying more wages.
Yeah.
Bigger stadium.
Yeah.
Chairman doesn't want that. Unfortunately, that was the word around. So it's like, well, no, get to a certain point and that's it. Which was a bit disappointing. So, you know.
Cole, you don't want a cigarette, do you?
Huh?
You don't want a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke. You talk about something 20 years ago. No, I can't do that now. Otherwise, like I said, the days where you play. Sometimes footballers we chilling and smoke. They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
The socialism is not there. It's like they cut themselves off if you 10, 20 grand, whatever there is, but they don't talk to the people. So
they are sort of, they're like...
It's stuck up their arse.
Yeah.
There's no social skills. You know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, but it's like where you see a lot of the incidents of rape. There's a lot of funny. It's like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
With the community,
Well, I remember that there was.
They don't.
Well, I remember there was this funny.
With the wearing handbags, women handbags. What's all that about?
Well, because it was the footballers' wives was that show, wasn't it?
Right. You know,
the wags.
That's why. So.
And and I just remember. I mean, this is like one of the funniest things. It was a leaked thing about a load of footballers. They ended up in some Asian country or something, and probably had a load of ladies of the night back to their hotel room and stuff. And it was just like a lot of them going like. And I just remember it actually it went so viral. It had an advert on YouTube.
Right.
And I'm just thinking, who would want to be associated with that video? It was something like, by Lenore, and then just stick it in a It was so bad,
Wow.
Yeah.
But they're doing sort of odd things where, if we go back from there, even from the time of George Best, anything along that, even they weren't doing those sort of silly things what you see today.
Well, George Best's move was to fill up a load of champagne glasses that are in a pyramid.
Right, you know what I mean?
The old Jake LaMotta move.
Right, but even with the ladies or whatnot, and it's like, no, it's you're talking with the fans, you're talking with people, just like we're talking here. You don't see that no more. There are some weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know, why? It's not the same.
Have you got any other interests? You a chess guy?
Yeah, I used to play chess. I used to play chess, so that's why I say I'm very a variety of a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was
like pool.
Pool, snooker.
You want a game after this?
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't change who I was and how.
No. You seem like a genuinely nice guy who's into stuff. Yeah, it's nice to meet someone who's actually like done quite well for himself.
But the thing is, it's just a social school because, like I said, remember, like I said, after the lockdown, obviously when a lot of the modern players, they were screaming for the fans to come back. But then, did you appreciate one that was there? And did you talk with them? Do you embrace with them? Like we were talking before, obviously with the Chelsea players coming out and the mascots, that some of them they want to talk to them. I think it was also Chelsea. They don't want to talk. It's like, wasn't you that one before? And
but I still think there's a beautiful thing when they walk out holding the hands of these little.
Right.
That is a beautiful thing.
It is. But some of them don't want to talk. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised. So it's like, well.
Why do you think that's shifted then? It's just changing culture, or like some other reason? Yeah.
Too much money and entitlement, and the social skills is gone.
Yeah.
It's like even I, like I said, it was. I know it's see it for myself. It's like I said to myself, well, who am I? Let alone anyone else? Because, like I said, when it's a temporary period. This is be realistic. The football industry, whatever it could be, rock star. It's a short period, and it's the people that I believe the people that turn up. Because they'll be still there long before I've gone, let alone before I was there. But you got to appreciate, you do 100% for them, wherever it is, do what you can, and you know what I mean. I think sometimes the fans will be at least satisfied, but don't be taking sort of the piss and then even when you don't have a bad game, you still get the same wages, but you're telling the fan no. I think they lost that, and the Italians have a different concept with that. I mean, when a player doesn't really give the effort in, the fans let you know.
Yeah.
But I think over here, when you win, lose, or draw, and you give that attitude, I don't give a shit, you really
Yeah.
disrespecting the fans, and I think
Yeah.
it's too much of a culture of that now here, and too much of entitlement,
Right.
and they don't give too much. Yeah, so
The super ego.
that's right. Yeah, and the social skills is gone.
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting.
Well, I remember
yeah.
David James
Yeah.
surprised me once, though. David James is a genuinely cultured fellow.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
know,
goalkeeper. Yeah, he's into
yeah.
classical music. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's into literature.
Yeah.
So he was at Hampton Bears. Oh, David James. Yeah. What about other? I mean, do you follow combat sports like boxing?
Yes, I do. I mean, I used to do like boxing training, obviously, a lot of those things are there, and it's good for the discipline, I think, as well. You know?
Yeah, it is
Like I said.
one of the best ways to get young, difficult kids out of poverty. These gyms,
Yeah.
you know, it gives them a lot of discipline.
But a lot of these kids don't want to do it. This is what I'm saying to the generation of what I've got. They don't want to. They want everything easy access. They want it, here and now, today. The patience is not there.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they should just like force
Pin
them down.
Forced,
Pin
don't
them
come out
down
their
Clockwork
rooms.
Orange style and make them watch Rocky.
You know, they don't want to work. They don't want to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like I said, it's not the same. You know,
You follow MMA at all?
Who?
MMA, you know, mixed martial arts.
Yes, a little bit, yes. And I did a little bit, like I said, and it was they had it all centre club like that.
Have you tried a bit of Brazilian jiu-jitsu before?
Not that, no, not jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I've heard about but I didn't feature in that. But like I said, it was a variety from what you was talking about, just with chess
Oh yeah.
to everything else, and even when I came to Bristol, we went to an excursion with Waterworks. There was Water Parks. There was a centre.
Centre Parks.
Yeah, it was at Centre Park. Yeah, that's correct. We all went there for a little gathering, and there's just little stuff like that where you probably wouldn't see nowadays with our clubs embrace. And like I said, it was, you know, they just don't do it. Or what I see a lot, they don't.
Sounds like you should get into coaching. Maybe
I
bring a
have
little
done.
bit in that.
No,
Yeah,
I have
you've
done
done
it, but I realised it's a case where a lot of the players they feel some sort of entitlement. Unfortunately,
Where else in London do you live in?
I'm Northwest London.
Northwest.
Yeah.
What's Northwest?
Oh, sorry,
I
Northwest.
don't know London.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm more near to Wembley.
Wembley. That's
So I'm just like, so even just round there, it's the same thing. Everyone feels that they're entitled.
Yeah.
They want the money in their head. And like I said, I used to live in Camden before. Great place. Like I said, it's just everyone that could do is chilling.
Well, Noel Gallagher once said he wanted to be the mayor of Camden.
Do you know what I mean? So, but again, over the years, like I said, the social skills is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, when you go to another pub, even certain pubs now, they're charging you some money just to go in. It's like, come on.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know, what you're doing. So it's like,
And me and Matt went to a place like that the other day.
Yeah.
It's awful.
You know what I mean? So it's disgusting. So, you know, but yeah, it's in terms of the entitlement, like I said, even from where I live now, it's just changed. It's not the same.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be some kind of some kind of rebalance where there's all this money flooding around at the top. I mean, what do you do?
Well, that's something I worried a bit about with football is just money corrupting it.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, the big teams, they get so much money, then they can just pull the best players and stuff together.
That's
and so
right.
you don't get like players
Yeah,
from
but
their
at least,
homegrown
but
town.
in the
like-
same way though, they are fair games. They are real players. They're not rigging games, are they? As far as you know, are there any accusations of match fixing?
Of course, that's been since
No,
the 80s.
really?
Really?
Are you
Really?
Are you sure?
Okay, tell me more, my friend.
That's common
What?
stuff.
There has been
That exists.
corruption.
That
Okay,
exists. Remember,
let's go into that.
Ivan Tony. Do you remember?
I don't know.
Oh, the betting scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To me, then that tells me how ugly it is. Look, I'm not being funny. I've been no wiser than you. You see someone playing the football too. All right, let's say for example, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he just missed that shot. But then you find out a couple of months years ago, he deliberately. To me, I maybe you never heard this word, but I say it's performance fraud. You're deceiving the people. He could have scored that goal to get the winning goal.
Is this a conspiracy theory or is it real?
It's not conspiracy. It's real. He was deliberately missing penalties, missing chances.
For what purpose?
For an extra cash. Hold on a second. I'm saying
I feel like there should be some kind of documentary investigation into this. There has been, yeah.
Yeah, it has been.
Because I've not really,
Yeah.
I've not
So
really
that's what
heard
I'm
much
saying.
about
So
it.
this is what I'm saying to you. It's disgusting. What was called, even the referee. Remember that referee called?
That's why Tony wasn't allowed in the English squad, wasn't it?
I think afterwards, after when that thing, after that issue case blew up. Remember, he's gone to Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Well, what was Tony doing? Was betting against himself or something, or betting for himself, or betting on Brentford to win?
Either which way, if you're deliberately missing penalties or whatever.
But Tony never deliberately.
Yeah,
missed
that is just destroying the game.
You're destroying, whether he might have deliberately or not. But he's not the only one. I'm not talking about the players before that. Even maybe up to the point where Diego Maradona or whatever, you're cheating. You're cheating the people.
Yeah.
So you're going there thinking, yes, our game is won, or it's already close. But then to find out that your player's taking that for an extra
Also,
cash.
it's meant to be an intrinsically working class sport, and now it's
used to be,
200 quid to go to Man U, right?
200 quid.
How much is a ticket for Man U?
No, this is what I'm saying to you. That's more than probably a rent paid or mortgage. Come on, that's not nice. I mean, they used to pay that. Remember, this is maybe because I'm old school a lot more. I'm 48, but you're talking about where music people used to celebrate. You bring your packed lunch, you chill out to sports.
Yeah.
You feel the vibe.
Well, I still remember the standing areas. I mean,
right
they
now,
exist
people
anymore,
play
do they?
music. Now you're paying mortgage prices for and
Yeah.
you don't know whether the player who's playing the team is cheating. Come on, that's not right. Come on.
Yeah.
It's deception.
Yeah, I mean,
that thing was common in Europe. I understand that, but because it's filtered over here, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't agree with it, but unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I remember drawing the short straw once because we got free. Well, it was nice because we got. Like I said, this is to Helen's parents, but we got the whole. We got to see Liverpool, Southampton, right at the end of the season, and it was like, couldn't wait.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's the only Premier League match I've ever watched. Basically.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to see Salah. What do I see? Liverpool didn't need to win the game.
Right.
I saw one goal by Jota. So a great goal by. Is it Kyle Walker-Peters, Southampton? I think that's Southampton.
Right.
Kyle Walker-Peters. He scored. Liverpool won, but I only saw Jota. I think Alisson was in goal. I think that was the only famous people I saw. I was just like, oh God, I really wanted to see the big boys.
Yeah. No, it's a shame, really. So, but match fixing is very common since, you know what I mean, 70s, 80s. So, you know, it's really a shame, like I said. But
are any managers corrupted by it too?
They're all in the cut from the referee right up to the owners. Unfortunately, how it works, you couldn't tell you, but you know, unfortunately, these things are happening.
Yeah.
People are deceived by it. You know. Remember when Juventus played? Was it Real Madrid? And I think Real Madrid won. I don't know if you remember that the Champions League final when Real Madrid won, when Real Madrid beat Juventus. I can't remember what year.
No, my only memories is Man United playing 2 against Real Madrid, and I think Man United.
Okay, yeah, it was just recently, but Juventus profited more than Real Madrid in that game. You can Google it. Yeah, that's what happened. That's and you think, hold on a second, they lost, but they profited more.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
You know,
unfortunately. Birch and Russell say it's turtles all the way down or something.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but you know, it's you know.
We're often talking about how you see similar patterns in other areas. I mean, obviously in politics you get that same corruption happening, but also like the music industry, we're often talking about how like it used to be that like a small band that was successful could kind of climb all the way up, and now it's just the people at the top, it feels very manufactured. And like,
It is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was
kind of
listening to the radio earlier, and it was Romesh Raghunathan, on Radio 2. And I was really annoyed because it was like this horrible song by J-Lo and David Guetta, which is exactly an example of that. Just process stuff, benign lyrics. I didn't know what she was talking about. It was just like, there's a moment, it's going to be happening, I love you, and all that. And then next was and it was like David Guetta and J-Lo. And then next the song came on, and I was like, whoa, is this Harry Belafonte? And I went out and I went to listen to it, and I was like, this sounds amazing. And I went into the bathroom, Helen's just come out of the shower, and I'm just like, he didn't say what this song was. Why? I think that's the DJ's responsibility, is to say what song they're playing. Right. Because if I like the song, I want to know. He didn't do that. And then, but she just goes, I think it's Palanatini. And it was. But I do think he should have said that. Because it is the closest thing I've heard that sounds like old school music. I'm always waiting for that, a genuine Motown. I mean, my favourite thing is Motown. And I haven't heard anyone replicate that Motown sound. I don't know how you do it. But I know my stuff. I know the Funk Brothers, I know Smokey Robinson, I know James Jamerson played the bass on them. Someone's got to do that at some point. But, I don't know. You just need to find an incredible voice. Yeah, are you following the Six Nations at all, or are you not a rugby guy?
I'm not really a rugby person, I'm not going to lie to you. If any moments I had, when it was that moment where Leeds was against Wigan, right? That's rugby league, isn't it?
I'm not a big rugby guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My only memory is Australia beating England in the. I know we won the World. We did win the World Cup with Johnny Wilkinson scored.
That's right. Yeah, that's the only reason that caught my eye at that period of time. So it seemed but like I said, with a lot of things over time, it seems to be diluted. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, it's not
But I do like the rugby thing when you can hear the referee shout. I mean, there was that little fella that was like a famous rugby referee. I can't remember his name, but he was good. Yeah, there's some good YouTube clips of him.
You see? Sure.
Yeah. But are you on those? So the socials, I'll get a little screen, a little image on it. And, it'll be on Instagram.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
I don't mind.
And then are you on TikTok, Twitter?
No, I don't deal with the Instagram. With the futsal and obviously LinkedIn that you see.
Cool.
So it's only for those purposes, that I deal with that, and I've obviously got my website as well. So, but those things I deal with.
Cool.
Generally,
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
No, of course.
And, I think we'll call it a day there.
Yeah, that was 100%. Is there any questions for you?
Well, yeah. Do you want to fit in? Yeah. Oh, let's steal.
I could probably think of more, but
let's nick
I feel like it's getting cold.
Hold on. But let's nick Trigonometry's question.
What's that?
What are we not talking about right now that we should be talking about in 10 years?
It's difficult.
Yeah, the World Cup. I don't know. Can you repeat that then? Sorry.
What are we not talking about now that we should be talking about in 10 years? You got me.
I mean, I think maybe what you were saying earlier about like that the culture is shifting, and like maybe it's not being talked about enough now, but that has consequences, and I don't know.
Are you hopeful about the... Okay, tell you what, there's another question. Who is going to win the next World Cup?
I think England's got a chance. I really do. I'll give you one of the reasons. 2 reasons why. Right, there's too many playing. That's like, 48? Now, if you look at the history of...
They've made the squads bigger, haven't they?
The squad is crazy. 48. That's absolutely mad. I know you know us, I do. Half of them ain't got no business being in there. They're not good enough. So it's a money driven. Mm-hmm. And even despite Southgate, his departure till now.
Well, Henderson's in there just to be a coach.
Oh, he should be off.
He should be in the coaching staff.
No, he should be out. No.
Really? Not even in the coaching staff?
No. Because they're doing well. But despite, we can see with a lot of the so-called France, not even France, Spain, Brazil, not being too well up to par, I do really think England do have a good chance.
So is England.
Yeah, I will put.
Brilliant.
I will put that.
Let's say yeah.
That's good to hear.
You know what I mean? I will do. Yeah.
All
Do you know what I mean?
right, well, that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
sound.
it. Okay. All right.
That was No Hot Ashes featuring Clinton Ellis.